Welcome to the newest edition of The Insider, the ongoing video series that keeps you up to date on all things Independence Pro Wrestling. I am the voice of IPW J-Rod. We expected tensions to boil over from Tough Luck, and that's exactly what happened. First, though, the specimen Chad Alpha has been the unofficial gatekeeper of IPW. Alpha has been the opponent of several IPW debutantes in 2024, and at Madness, he kept the trend going against Darling Roger. Darling Roger gave Chad Alpha all he could handle, but Alpha would pick up another big win, extending his win streak. We have been wondering who would be the first challenger to Jamal King's IPW championship. That win, along with the rest of his impressive win streak, has led IPW management to move Alpha from the gatekeeper to the pinnacle of IPW, as Chad Alpha has been named the #1 contender and will challenge IPW champion Jamal King on April 21st at Defiance. Anderson Knight and Big Jorge are set to compete in a 4-way Iron Man match at Blackout against Jimmy Shalwin and Michiana champion TDG. Tensions are high between these two, especially without Goldmane present. Big Jorge announced that he would get a tune-up match, while Anderson Knight scoffed at that idea and chose to go after TDG in singles action in the main event, a challenge that TDG accepted with little to no hesitation. In our second match, the Skinwalkers welcomed a new group to our booming tag team division, the Midwest Misfits. The smallest athlete on the roster, Chris Movado, and one of the tallest athletes on the roster, Ominous Ramirez, make a great pair, and we are excited to have them in IPW. But this night belonged to Alex Lynch and Tommy Rakes. The Skinwalkers would join House Bison, Max Morrison, and Mondo Rio, and the Youpers in the Tag Team Championship Tournament beginning at Blackout. At Tough Luck, Josh Raymond cost Terry Van Avery the IPW Championship. We expected Raymond to address that, as well as the barbed wire match that he has been scheduled in opposite Jeff King at Blackout. A gleeful Raymond was proud of himself for his role in taking the title away from Terry Van Avery, saying he's the only reason Van Avery had the title in the first place. Raymond restated that he absolutely will not compete in the barbed wire match. That is, until I had the pleasure of breaking the news that if Raymond does not participate in the barbed wire match at Blackout, he will be fired from IPW. A frantic Raymond would then compete against a returning Felix Morio. Fans were excited to see Morio back, and while he did not pick up the win, the fans let him know how much they missed him. After the match, Josh Raymond pulled out a piece of barbed wire he had stashed under the ring and served a further beating to Felix. Will Josh Raymond find a way out of the barbed wire match? Or will he be forced to go one-on-one with the old-timer Jeff King? Find out at Blackout. Big Jorge came to the ring solo for his tune-up match. His opponent, the amazing Zondo. Jorge looked good in picking up the win and will roll into Blackout's Iron Man match with some momentum. We were treated to an unexpected Michiana Championship main event match between Anderson Knight and the champion TDG. These guys went at it until Big Jorge emerged to assist his GIP stablemate. Anderson Knight watched Big Jorge load a tube sock with a pool ball and pass it off to Knight. Knight would inadvertently nail Big Jorge with the weapon, providing an opening for TDG to catch Knight off guard and successfully defend his title. As the dust settled, Anderson Knight was furious with Big Jorge and made it clear that this is every man for himself at Blackout. That concludes this edition of The Insider. Join us Sunday, April 14th in Kalamazoo, Michigan as IPW presents the 3rd annual Blackout.